Amazon is facing a week-long boycott. The group behind the movement says they want to send a message loud enough to shake up the system. Organizers with the People's Union USA claim that Amazon hurts small businesses and exploits its workers. In addition to Amazon, the union is also pushing for people to avoid the other companies owned by the retail giant, which include Ring, Whole Foods, and Prime Video. The Amazon boycott comes just 1 week after a 40-day Target fast began. Atlanta pastor Dr. Jamal Bryant, senior pastor of New Birth Missionary Baptist Church, leading that fast. He's encouraging African Americans to not shop or invest stock in the company. He called out the company's shift away from diversity, equity, and inclusion policies. The company was once a leading advocate for DEI initiatives in the business world.